In this episode of The Fan Base, Riley is hot for the Heat, and the champagne room is not the only place where sex is not allowed. Run it. The Fan Base. Gracias for joining us this week in the TFB Sports Bar. I am your host with the most, D. Olive, and that is my sidekick, Leo the Lion.
I hope you have the most cash in your pocket. Otherwise, we're going to have to run out on the bill.
You told me to come to happy hour so you could pay this time.
I also told you that the Royals will never move into first place. Your fault for listening to me.
Yeah, fool me for the 8th time, shame on me. This episode is brought to you by Skewers. Skewers, the long sticks that hold together the finest cheap meats at a happy hour buffet. Just don't use them to play mini wooden sword fights or you'll poke your eye out. The World Cup is in full swing and businesses aren't getting any work done. At least none of the workers, because they're stuck to the TV. Many are saying that this is one of the most exciting World Cups. The big thriller was the Brazil-Mexico game where it ended 0-0.
That's exciting?
The goaltender for Mexico, Ochoa, man, he has become an instant hero.
He must have all the chicks beating down his hotel door.
Nah, see, Brazilian and Mexican players are banned from having sex.
Then there's only one personal beating.
You know, that is just cruel. Let me tell you something. It's like being locked in an ice cream store and you can't touch the bonbons.
The positive is that you would not catch diabetes.
To be safe, I'll stick with the sugar-free.
Now I have the urge to get ice cream in Nevada.
The U.S. has stolen a win by beating Ghana. Many look at this as revenge against Ghana because they eliminated us before.
Not the first time America stole something from Africa.
Whoa, Leo.
My lion ancestors are taken from the jungle and forced to live in zoos.
Then let me apologize on behalf of humans. I'm sorry, okay? Let me get the next round.
More free booze? Works for me.
The San Antonio Spurs are NBA champions, and they won in a dominating fashion. You see, this series was all about Heat.
No, the Heat did not win.
Miami didn't, but the Heat did. You see, in Game 1, the Heat in the building shut down LeBron. And in Games 4 and 5, every Spur player had a hot hand.
I wish I had that hot hand at a Vegas craps table.
More news in Miami as team president Pat Riley is playing a game of chess. And he made a big move on Thursday by calling out his players.
LeBron.
He said that players shouldn't bail on their team while they're retooling.
LeBron.
He said that players should have the guts and continue a forever bond.
LeBron.
He also said that players shouldn't cramp up when they're asked to help a friend move on a Sunday morning.
LeBron does that too? I thought that was just my move.
That is great advice, Pat Riley, and you're completely right. The Cleveland Cavs would agree with you. They just wish you had given that speech to LeBron before he bolted from Cleveland.
They did not know how to put it so eloquently.
Dan Gilbert, he's not much for eloquence. He doesn't know how to slick back his hair like Riley.
Ah, yes, the slick back says, I am the alpha dog.
Speaking of alpha dogs trying to piss on everything, Dan Snyder and the Redskins are back. Yep. The government decided to revoke the Redskins' trademark registration because it's disparaging.
Does that mean I can sell my RG3 knee braces with the Redskin logo at the swap meet again?
It sure does. But Snyder will appeal. He's out to prove that he has a lot of pride in red that earns him green. And since I'm running out of green to pay for drinks, we're going to wrap this episode up until next week. And just to let you know, we're giving a quick RIP and cheers to a great man and ball player, Tony Gwynn. Until next week, later. Run it.